Welcome back. We are dedicating an entire week to the sports auction for MACC, and each night we're telling you about a different family.
Tonight, the story of Abby Meihsner. Less than a year from graduating high school, she was diagnosed with a form of leukemia, and she fought it hard for 9 months. Now her family hopes you will support the MACC Fund to help other families in their fights.
Like so many of us, the ornaments on the Meihsner family Christmas tree represent memories.
It says Merry Christmas, but these are all pictures of her. So I think she made that when she was like in brownies. She would kill me for saying that. 2008.
This Christmas, that is more true than ever, as this tree is decorated with so many memories of Abby Meihsner. Angela remembers her daughter as a young woman with such big plans.
She had a plan, and like, you didn't change her mind. It was Abby's plan, and you know, she was just driven, and she was going to change the world and just live life.
Part of Abby's plan was becoming a chef. That is very apparent on this year's tree. Colanders, mixing cups, and a gingerbread man in a chef's hat.
From little on, Abby loved to bake, but then that turned into cooking. And Abby had a big heart, and I think cooking made people happy, and that's where her passion laid.
This time last year, Abby was a senior at Sussex Hamilton High School and just 6 weeks in the treatment for AML, acute myelogenous leukemia, a diagnosis that overnight made Children's Wisconsin her home.
We were devastated. I mean, and our ignorance of cancer, we just thought, okay, we got this. We'll come back every week, get treatments. She'll keep going to school. She'll live a normal life, but that was definitely not the plan.
For all but 2 weeks of the next 9 months, Abby and her family lived here, a stay made more comfortable thanks to the MACC Fund.
They try to make it as normal as possible. They have, like, you know, teen life and music therapy and art therapy, and the nurses are amazing. They became our friends.
Abby fought hard against her illness and had it on the ropes. But complications from a bone marrow transplant were just too much for her to overcome. She died in July, just 18 years old.
I guess we were just so hopeful. The last round of chemo going into the transplant, and then all the side effects of the transplant just took a toll on her.
Also on the tree this year, a couple MACC Star ornaments. One of them represents this year and their fight against childhood cancer. The other is from 2003. Abby was 2 years old, and cancer was the farthest thing from their minds.
When you got this star back in 2003, did you ever, could you ever imagine that you'd need the MACC Fund someday?
No, never. I just feel like, why would you think that, right? It's someone else. It's always someone else.
As you celebrate the holiday this year, the Meihsners ask you to remember Abby and the MACC Fund. That ornament you buy today will help send love to the next family facing a brave battle against childhood cancer.
And we're highlighting stories all week in support of the MACC Fund and the Today's TMJ4 Sports Auction for MACC. You can bid on all those auction items through Friday at 7 p.m. Find it all, tmj4.com/MACC.